1. What is the 10th article of the Creed? A. The 10th article of the Creed is, the forgiveness of sin and the resurrection of the body. B. The 10th article of the Creed is, the forgiveness of sin. C. The 10th article of the Creed is, the communion of the saints, the forgiveness of sin. 2. What do you mean by the forgiveness of sin? A. By the forgiveness of sins I mean that Christ has left the power of forgiving sins to the pastors of his church. B. By the forgiveness of sins I mean that Christ has the power alone of forgiving the sins of his church. C. By the forgiveness of sins I mean that Christ has left the power of forgiving sins to everybody of his church. 3. By what means are sins forgiven? A. Sins are forgiven principally by the sacraments of First Holy Communion and penance. B. Sins are forgiven principally by the sacraments of matrimony and penance. C. Sins are forgiven principally by the sacraments of baptism and penance. 4. What is sin? A. Sin is an offense against God and man by our actions. B. Sin is an offense against God, by any thought, word, deed or omission against the law of God. C. Sin is an offense against God, by any thought, word and behavior. 5. How many kind of sins are there? A. There are 3 kinds of sin, original sin and actual sin, neutral sin. B. There is 1 kind of sin, original sin. C. There are 2 kinds of sin, original sin and actual sin. 6. What is original sin? A. Original sin is that guilt and stain of sin which we inherited from Adam, who was the origin and head of all mankind. B. Original sin is that guilt and stain of sin which we inherited from Adam, who was the origin and head of all mankind. C. Original sin is that guilt and stain of sin which we inherited from Adam, who was the origin and head of all mankind. 7. What was the sin committed by Adam? A. The sin committed by Adam was the sin of disobedience when he ate the forbidden fruit. B. The sin committed by Adam was an original sin that started all sin. C. The sin committed by Adam was the sin of argument with Eve after he ate the fruit. 8. Have any mankind contracted the guilt and stain of original sin? A. Yes. B. No. 9. What is the privilege of the Blessed Virgin called? A. The privilege of the Blessed Virgin is called the Morning Star. B. The privilege of the Blessed Virgin is called the Immaculate Conception. C. The privilege of the Blessed Virgin is called the Mary Mother of God. 10. What is actual sin? A. Actual sin is every sin which we commit every day. B. Actual sin is every sin which Adam and Eve committed. C. Actual sin is every sin which we ourselves commit.